everyone, welcome to Honkai Star. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing this now because I'm bored, and we're gonna play through the story and see what is gonna happen.
Poor me.
Glaya, with all due respect, this trial is taking far too long.
Bro, that's like a real number.
What do you think of this, Trina?
It's not possible to tell for sure what goes on within the vortex. All I can hear are fragments of speech and distant battle cries.
Is it Finon's voice?
I'm not sure. It's difficult to make out clearly. Wait, no!
Lady Trinan.
Snowy's voice. I can't hear him anymore. There's a sun-like existence in the trial. It's burning him up.
It has come to this, after all.
What now?
Get ready, my Demos.
Why would we? The core flame is important to us, but it's beyond absurd to even consider sacrificing him to the Titans. As I promised you, Glaya, I will intervene in the trial this time to bring your deliverer out to safety. But that's as far as I will go.
Of course. I know this is not the time to demand any more from you.
Discerning. All right then. To be as prepared as I can, I hope that the two Outlander warriors can also join me.
Please don't have a voice.
Might not be a good idea. The core flame trial is many times more complicated than a standard ritual. Even the slightest misjudgment, misstep, or hiccup could result in grave consequences. Our two distinguished guests are not obliged to risk their lives for the flame chase journey. Let me join you instead, Lord Mighty.
No. Someone should stay outside in case we need help.
Oh my god, Daniel, where are you? Things have taken a critical turn, especially so with Finon life on the line. Of course, we Nameless will do what is necessary. How should we help?
Join me in the trial to look for Finon. And when we do, Glaya's golden thread will guide us back out. Assuming we survive Nikador's wrath. If something bad were to happen, Casterus, your priority is to ensure the safety of these two. I can find a way out on my own.
Yes, Lord Mighty.
Thank you both for your valor. Time to get to work then. Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
Without further ado, the team Finon have been
May
trapped.
that warrior be safe.
I know this is very sudden, but you know, we have to do what we do. I know they're very sudden, I know, I just thought. It's like I have already completed the game and stuff.
Our reinforcements from beyond the sky. Warriors of high esteem. Please close your eyes and hold your breath. They once kept the fate of this world, and many other challengers safe from the devastating rage of strife. They now seek to venture deep into the trial of divinity, and prove their will to destroy our enemies, as foretold by the prophecy. When the hammer of strife strikes the anvil of the warrior, the heat and impact will leave behind scars, and between them, a demigod shall rise.
Come forth then. Souls foreign to this realm, and warriors in the making. Follow me into the mist and flames. Come face to face with the greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart. And with thy strength, banish the darkness and usher in sunlight. Let all lost souls find courage on a long journey back home.
Yep, you're now in here. What is this? What?
What's the matter? Surprised? Where there's strife, there's carnage. It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight in Nikador's trial. I don't see him around here. We should go first. Let's pray he stays safe. Huh. The greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart, huh?
You won't get away, Kremnoan vermin!
Beyond...
Tell me your name.
My name is Perdiccas, and I am here to avenge my people.
Kremnoans and Akamans are at war?
Perdiccas? Even the tragic cries of beasts at the slaughterhouse sound better than your name.
Say whatever you like, despicable Achaman. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. May the Kremnoan spirit always watch over me.
Foolish brute. I see you're eager to die. Very well then. I shall grant you just that. You are... Oh. So the Alpha Brute has found his way here. It's a pity, though. You're too late. You will never stop the Holy City's army. Watch as I make this pathetic warrior of yours the first sacrifice.
Minos, my king, avenge me.
Is this?
You're next.
Sound of a body controlling and snapping.
Your death, cowardly king!
This insatiable bloodlust is a product of Nikador's wrath.
Dreams of a... Let us dance once
Exactly,
more.
and this is like the one screen.
Unite our goals.
Sam in position.
It's fine. Let's seize this
Oh
fine
no, I
moment.
don't
Cloud
need to
scattered.
Initiate cleanup. Attack!
I don't know if I realized something.
Absurd. I know this Achaman. Strife contorted an honorable warrior into this perverse and twisted being. And that horrible noise. I can hardly suppress my bloodlust when it sounds. This battle cry must have gone to Finon. That's why he lost himself. What a useless fool. It's nothing. Let's go. That voice... is Cartonis? Not you too, Cartonis.
No, bro, what?
Mighty Mos, you have destroyed all the wicked king. Here to take my life, finally?
I won't ask how this happened, nor will I hurt you like you said. I just need you to tell me where Finon is.
All of this, you know very well. Leave our city, cursed son of Gorgo!
I have no intention of hurting you, Cartonis.
Humiliate me you shall not! Leave! Get out of Okima! Get out! Symbol of your sovereignty, take it! Signet of Kremnos, bask in blood-soaked glory, your kind alone!
This is... Mother's signet? It's here again. I knew it.
Ah! Finally gone mad, despicable vermin! With your mad king, perish together in that maelstrom of battle!
Enough! Be quiet! You were not at all Cartonus! Look out! Nice move.
You two? Are you the real Dong Hung? I could ask you the same. What was the last thing you said to me before I parted the water at the Kirkgate waters? What was the last thing you said to me before I parted the waters at the Kirkgate waterscape?
Parted the waters?
That sounds like something the real you would say. It wasn't easy, but I finally found you two.
So, you are Don Hung. What did you go through before meeting us?
Just some memory from my past, nothing worth mentioning. You mean you saw your past?
Saw your past too? The trial of strife is a vicious one, all right.
What are you thinking?
This might not be a single person's trial, but an arena for every challenger to engage their own delusions in a bloody battle. I saw someone from my past a while ago. Someone Finon has never met.
That doesn't exactly sound like a bad thing. At least it means that we will be able to find Finon here.
We can only hope this battlefield is nowhere as extensive as I imagined it to be. Let's first follow the sounds of battle to their source. The battle cries seem to be getting a lot louder.
Find your friends in hell.
Just as I thought. This is where the battle cries were coming from. The true entrance to Nikador's trial.
What's wrong with you two? It's Kana, an incarnation of Nikador.
I've seen him for the first time, but there's no doubt about it. What I'm sensing can only be Strife's bloodlust. The one manipulating this battlefield is Nikador themselves.
My demise. You are a keen warrior indeed.
You know me?
The blasphemous prince. Of course I know you, and I happen to know that you're here for the soul of that white-haired warrior.
Great. Let's cut to the chase then. Hand over that poor excuse for a swordmaster, so we can be done with this farce.
No. I applaud your courage and strength for coming this far, but you have chosen to besmirch the dignity of one who has fallen, and I cannot turn a blind eye to that.
The ones who have fallen. Finon built the trial?
He faced the greatest fear in the depths of his heart, and fought with exceptional valor, though he eventually succumbed to the brutal onslaughts. I have since brought him to the rear battleground, and granted him glory worthy of his courage, tenacity, and sacrifice. You wish to take him away? Sure. pick up a spear and prove that your resolve can rival his. Of course. Cowards who hope to avoid bloodshed are better off disappearing from my sight this instant.
Your opinions are of no interest to me, Mad King. If it's a fight you're looking for, then you will get one, Titan. I will put you to rest once more with my curse of immortality.
Commendable. Your noble mother displayed the same spirit with a spear in her hands.
Don't you dare speak of her.
Why not? She challenged the former Kremnos king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly trap, all to protect your dignity. Are you suggesting her efforts were for naught?
Her death was caused by you, the incarnation of strife. How dare you talk about her past? Enough of this nonsense. You should be wielding your weapon at the god of strife. Battle me and put a swift end to this!
Oh my god, please no. Please no.
Your hatred is as clear as day, my Eros. My eyes must have stung deeply. But thanks to that, I have also come to realize. This is why you killed your father for the throne. Only to let your signet sink to the bottom of the Sea of Souls, refusing to let the glory of Kremnos live on. This is why you slew the Strife Titan, only to reject the core flame, letting strife continue instead. Oh, child and my fate, show me what you are capable of. Show me if you have the power to put out the flames of your very destiny.
I will rip your chest apart, Titan. The same way I ripped apart that former king.
I see you wish to repeat this. Come at me then. Ignite the flames of your fears and step onto the battlefield. Take this fierce battle to the boundaries of strife and consume me. Or lose yourself in the fight and watch your defeated corpse burn to ash. Remember this. The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. The very moment I find this moment of ascension. To you, the successor of Kremnos. White warrior knew he was no match there, yet he chose to fight till his very last breath. What about you, Mightimos? Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you? Prove to me that you are worthy of this power!
Let this place where this extraordinary. Mourn your cry. Miserable wails. Kings of Kremnos. This is the power you desired? Through my blood. Forever do it!
No holding back. Share good fortunes.
In the name of fairness, I grant you the blood of strife.
This raging power. I can hardly contain it.
Dreams of a Let us dance once more. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Wait, I have to change my party because it's a bit weird. Okay. Let me just... Let's have a strategy up first before we do anything weird. There you go. That should be good.
White warrior knew he was no match, yet he chose to fight till his very last breath.
He knew he had a chance.
Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you? Prove to me that you are worthy of this power.
But he did it because
cries, miserable wails. Kings of Kremnos, this is the power you desire. Punishment. I am Strife, forever doomed.
In the name of fairness, I grant you the blood of Strife.
This raging power, I can hardly contain it. Forever doomed. Dying now accepts your punishment. So feeble.
Resonate all together. May the foul be a pure body and mine. Tonight, stars echo.
rise up to my world.
The truth. Everything in this world is fleeting.
Fear you shall abandon your mortal body, King of Kremnos.
How noisy. Burn it all. Dying soul, face now accepts your punishment.
Duh. Oh damn, that's true. Huh?
Found you.
Five on. What the hell? Finally, it's like, why you stab me?
I did my best.
There's no need to worry. His soul is in a stable condition, with ample rest for both body and mind.
The greatest fear in the depths of his heart. Lord Finon must have been forced to relive his past during the trial, and revisit his homeland that had fallen to the Black Tide.
In all likelihood.
Then coming to N4, we have heard many talks about this Black Tide. Do you care more about it?
It is one of the culprits that drives the people of Envorius to madness. It was during the Era Bellica that this unspeakable thing first appeared, like a plague, alongside the three titans of calamity. Nobody knows where it came from or how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching upon what little remains of this tranquil land, much like a rising sea closing in on an island from all sides. It is for this very reason that it became known as the Black Tide. Those who succumb to it lose their reason and humanity, becoming vicious, mindless monsters. Mortals are not the only ones susceptible to its influence. Even gods and titans cannot escape from it.
According to Naius, Nikador, though one of the embodiments of Calamity, also bears the responsibility of fending off the Black Tide. Perhaps that is also why Lord Finon threw himself into the trial of strife so readily.
But now, we must look for alternative means of igniting the flames of strife.
So, Aglaya, What should we do now?
You know very well the decision doesn't lie with me. As the successor to Krymnos, Mighty, you know better than anyone that if it was simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, you and your people could manage it with ease. But ultimately, the heavy burden of divinity can only be borne by one. It is foolhardiness and indecision, not the unclaimed seat of divinity, that pushes this world into the deathly fog.
Think, oh god, it is weird. You're gonna be so mad, bro. He might actually kill one of us. Oh wait, I have to check something. I forget to read. An unspeakable thing of unknown origin. What comes to your mind when we put these keywords together? A Celeron? That's right. If you think about the various characteristics of Emporius, an isolated world of eternal night, being eroded by an unknown power, we cannot discount this possibility. This has been bothering me for a while now. Everything we have seen thus far suggests that Emporius wasn't always isolated from the rest of the universe. Be it the birth of the Titans or the enriching Black Tide. None of these can be explained as the natural progression of a civilization. There must be other reasons for its current state of isolation. It's just if the cancer of all worlds is truly the culprit, then we should have resolved the certain problems exist or otherwise by now. That isn't the case. Wait, if the cancer of all worlds, the Celeron, is truly the culprit, then what? Then we should have resolved certain phenomena existed or otherwise by now, but that isn't the case. The void of the Celeron, the anti-magic legion, the Celeron hunters. The Celeron hunters? That's what I was thinking too. From past experience, Celeron hunters are certain to appear on the world with a Celeron. But I have another theory. Maybe it's not the Celeron, the Black Tide. It's Memoria. Memoria is like a memory flood. Maybe if the Celeron and what they call Black Tide, the Celeron and the Memoria actually fuse with one another, with the hidden path altogether might actually make the Black Tide possible. But that's my theory. There are several other unanswered questions too. My gut feeling is that things here are not as simple as they seem. Furthermore, what happened in Pentecost also proved that the appearance of a world may not necessarily be due to the influence of just one path. Not even the history fatalistic would dare to spin a tale like that. For now, let's just take things as they come. The Black Tide could be a good starting point, since Nicanor has fallen. Those who suppress themselves will no doubt again begin to counterattack now. It seems our troubling expedition is growing in significance. Oh, my voice. At the same time, on the other side of Memorial Palace.
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago...
I'm not worrying about him.
Oh, alright. You're a little quiet, though.
The loudest voice is always the quietest.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure.
It's alright. Being straightforward suits you better. Actually, Dee... There's something we're curious about. What did you see in Nikador's trial?
Something that terrifies me. Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
Do you think you stand a chance against that thing that terrifies you?
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
What do you mean?
Aglaya knew that Phynon might fall, and she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along, wasn't it?
Yes. Looks like you know everything.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood this. With the downfall of Strife, and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses, if Circes and Ornyx are also impacted, ramifications will be dire.
They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my fellow Kremnoans. Give me some time to speak with my people. It won't take long, I promise.
I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual. Your people. They have been eagerly awaiting a new king all this time, haven't they? If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservations about following your lead. After all, you're the hero of Castrum Kremnos.
I once was. Lady Trevios, therein lies my deepest fear. We'll talk again later. I'll be back.
D? Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Thank you. The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath.
So I also have another theory, which, if I may.
Just go take a look.
There are 3 paths related to Emporius. Remembering.
Steam always brings back memories of furnaces in our homeland.
So there are 3 paths that are related to Emporius. Yeah. So, firstly is erudition by news, and then second is the remembrance by Shirley, and the last one is a bit of a mystery. Some say it may be even powerful, but what Dang Heng said might be far from the truth. Maybe it might be destruction, or it might be destruction or nihility, as coincidentally, nihility has been known to destroy shit and not known about it. So maybe this is an act of accident. Maybe. But it's my theory so far, which I've told to my viewers. But,
take it and buy some new armor for your tribe. Children left unattended by their parents? That's not safe. You shouldn't run around in here, kid.
Hey! It's the Crown Prince! Are you...
I want to hear stories about princes here.
The Crown Prince? Are you Kremnoans?
Yeah, we are! The grown-ups said we used to live next to the arena. Well, next to the parts next to it anyway.
My dad is a centurion with the hat.
My parents are serving in the Holy City garrison now.
Why are you kids here alone? Where are the...
Mom and Dad were asleep.
That old man can be such a child sometimes.
Sorry, I don't. Come to think of it...
No way! Mr. Cataros is a member of the Royal Wing Elite. He was counting near Verax.
It was prudent of you to be calm.
It's...
Alright.
Wait, Your Highness!
Is there something else?
I heard you retrieved Nikador's core flame. Does that mean we get to go back home soon?
Have you ever been to Castrum Krep? You were all born in the Holy City, and are living lives no different from the Occamans. Everything you know about our people comes only from the tales of others. You have never even witnessed the blade in the sky with your own eyes. How, then, is a city you've never...
Because this place is definitely not home. Mom and Dad told me that the children of Kremnos are...
They also said the kids in the holy city don't play with us. We don't care.
That time has not yet arrived. But... young men of Kremnos, heed my command. Return to your parents at once. From here on, you are to dedicate yourselves to rigorous training and a healthy diet. You must not neglect these two aspects if you are to become a brave warrior of Krem. Only by following this path can you be deemed worthy of returning home.
Yes, Your Highness!
Like,
The future of Kremnos. I should find Kratos.
bro, I love the water physics. I absolutely love the water physics. It's so nice.
There he is.
Rat! Oh, it's the get a grip. We're here by order of the Council of...
Out of my way, lackeys of the king.
The civil...
Calm down, my lord. Play nice.
Don't make me repeat.
I'll allow you to pass this...
So, you think yourself knowledgeable? Then here is a question for you. Do you know how Chrysius Leo in Castrum Kremnos came to be mounted on the wall? I don't know, my lord. That vicious beast had been a menace, but do you know what happened? Why are you red-faced already? It's your storytelling, my lord. Well, if it is... Oh, what in Akama is happening? To what do I owe the pleasure, son of Gorgo?
Kratos. My esteemed teacher.
Let's talk somewhere else, Mighty Mos. I'm tired of speaking with this silly lion.
What about the Council's informants?
Those two hyenas are nothing but scavengers of rotten meat. They couldn't bite even if they tried. They can follow us if they want to. Let's go. Wait! So, how in the world did Chrysius Leo get mounted on the wall? Keep up with us, you hyena. Oh, sorry. I meant officers.
Hey, old man, how dare you? Calm down. Calm down.
Don't fall behind now. Unless you want to upset our friends here.
Don't you dare try any tricks with us.
Dude.
We're almost there.
Why have you stopped?
This is a nice spot for a private chat.
Shall we, sir?
Let's do it.
What are you... Someone help!
Some privacy at last. So, tell me, why have you come to seek this old man's count?
I came to discuss the future of the Kremnoans.
Interesting. I heard the core flame of the Lance of Fury has been restored, though not by your hand. And you're even considering giving up Nikador's divine power.
Those rumors are not entirely groundless.
In other words, you did entertain the thought of giving up the throne of Kremnos and forsaking your people.
The divine power is not equivalent to the throne. The path of strife is also not our people's only way.
Enough with the word games. You, of all people, should understand the plight of the Kremnoans. Think about all the warriors of the Kremnoan detachment who left their homeland with you. Think about their children. Only the yearning for our former glory days has kept us going all this time. If they ever learn that the Crown Prince they look up to so much is actually toying with the notion of stepping down, think of the disgrace it would bring upon your departed mother, Marty Mos. You best remember that she died for you because of Europon's schemes, to restore the glory of Kremnos.
Since you've brought that up, tell me, who is responsible for my father's death?
Are you trying to shame me, Mighty Mos? I may be old, but I haven't become so decrepit that I've forgotten it all. Of course I remember that Europon died when the Kremnoan detachment surrounded him. You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
That was merely the final outcome. Do you still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of. The quest for glory. The tenet of valorous death before glorious return. This is the creed of every Kremnoan, no matter whether these beliefs are justified or not.
Don't be ridiculous. The only thing that could slay a king is a spear. Even an infant knows that much. I swore to your mother that I would guard your crown with my life. I never foresaw that the son of Gorgo himself would be the first to turn his back on the Kremnoan spirit. Gorgo. Your mother bore that name. The name of the great founder of Castrum Kremnos. And she upheld that name with honor. If you choose to turn your back on her legacy, like a wretched deserter, do not fault me for withholding my loyalty, Mighty Mos.
I came to discuss the future of our people with you. But it appears this is not the right time yet.
Go, Mighty. Ha! That's what those Chrysos heirs call you, isn't it? Go down the path you have deemed correct. Deep down, you have always been one to do as you please. And I am well aware that no one can deter you once you've made up your mind. But don't you ever dream of renouncing the traditions of Kremnos. We may reside in Akama now, but we remain eternally bound to strife by blood.
Bloodlines no longer hold any significance in this era of destruction.
My young lord, always bear this in mind. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to anyone. A lion should never dwell amidst its prey, especially when it wields power enough to dominate the entire hunting ground.
Europon, the boy did nothing wrong! This is murder! Do not sully the noble name of Kremnos with the blood of an innocent child. You mustn't reveal your weaknesses to the enemy.
Enough! My decision is final. We must use this child's life to preserve the soul of the great Nikador. We must save Castrum Kremnos.
Don't be absurd! Those tiny hands lack the strength to even lift a spear. Do you truly believe him a threat to Castrum Kremnos? You'll be ending the bloodline of Kremnos if you do this. Our millennia-old glory will become nothing more than a joke.
Have you forgotten that we Kremnoans place no value in bloodlines? It is through pure bloodshed and slaughter that the kings of Kremnos have ascended to the throne. As for our millennia-old glory, it has always been a joke in my eyes. Glorify it all you want, but it will not alter the nature of slaughter. Those who revel in it are but murderers. They are no more noble than the most monstrous beasts in Amphorius.
Ah, enough with your words! Among all the kings of Kremnos, which one did not inherit the crown only after plucking it from the lifeless body of his father? But listen to yourself now. Do you truly believe you can cleanse the blood from your hands through mere words alone?
Nay, quite the contrary. I will end this cycle of bloodshed.
By chatting one more blood? Are you crazy?
With this child. With these blood-stained hands, I will end it all.
Your failure is inevitable, Europon. You are just a coward who can only raise his blade against his own child! A beast that murders his own kin, royal wing elites, and emperors of Kremnos. You cannot sit idly by and watch this atrocity unfold. If you consider yourselves the honorable sons and daughters of Gorgo, then take up your spears and join me in putting an end to this bloody charade!
Does anyone else have any objections? If so, come forward with your spear and prove your mettle.
Understood. 5, 4, 3. No one dare stand by my side. Cowards! Has that crown stripped you of your courage? 2, 1.
It appears there are no objections. Then, in accordance with the Kremnoan Council's principle of tacit consent, the decision is final. With all present as witnesses, this child shall descend into the Sea of Souls, where he will nourish the Lance of Fury and join the fallen hero. May fate and the gods await your arrival, my son. My Deimos.
Stop!
If you have more to say, then speak. On account of the life we have shared together, I grant you this one final chance.
With the Blade of Fury above us and the Council bearing witness, I, Gorgo, hereby move to challenge the crown in accordance with the laws of Kremnos. O unworthy king, in the name of the Council of Elders, I demand that you duel me!
Very well. We shall see who the Kremnoan blade strikes down.
My Deimos, my son, they all tell me to forget. But how could I ever, the son of Gorgo, will be crowned in blood? If there is no Kremnos without the crown, then I shall seize the crown and smash it to pieces to bring the people to their senses.
The mother roared in rage. The army remained silent. Only the cry and the wave of the Sea of Souls echoed. Since the battle with Nikador, you haven't slept so soundly in ages. Even if death itself came to arouse you, you probably retorted, why does life slumber? Because the bed is warm. Yet a chill from the river of Souls wavered by, a temptation hauntingly familiar. Could death truly be at your door? Best to open your eyes just in case!
Yes, you're awake. That's a complicated question.
Bro, that POV weird.
I'm not sure I can answer that.
I mean, she's hot.
I apologize for arriving uninvited. I saw that you were still asleep, so I took the liberty of waiting nearby.
No, I love that. I love that position so much. If you could just pounce on me, that'd be really good.
I bring a message from Lady Aglaya. She has prepared a gift for you and Dan Hong, and wishes to present it to you in person. I'm glad you're in good spirits. Alright, let's set off.
Caster, please let me... No!
Are bustling. Now that Nikador has fallen, the soldiers in the city can finally catch a break.
I don't know how long I'll be able to live like
Is that Lady Treby and Lady Trianne?
Ah, you must have forgotten. This is a precious relic from Trianne. This is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have survived all those years in one piece. Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those sad... Why won't you buy it? If someone else gets to it before us, we'll... Calm down, Trianne.
Please, there's no need to fret.
No, it's... Trianne is just... What? Trianne is super mad. That's... You've forgotten all about Mama. Mama gave us something just like this before. Trianne...
See you tomorrow? I hope you two patch things up soon.
See you tomorrow. May the winds of fortune bless you.
Excuse me, if you don't mind.
Oh, it's Miss Casterus. It's been a while. See, I have a little hobby of collecting handicrafts. Some time ago, I found this trinket being sold at the Memorial Market and bought it to use as decoration at my stall. When Lady Treby and Lady Trianne walked by earlier, Lady Treby believed it to be a counterfeit. She said it couldn't possibly be from Yanisopolis. The likelihood of such fragile glassware surviving the Chrysos War is simply too low. For some reason, Lady Trianne became awfully upset after hearing that.
I see. Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly. It's just...
I understand. Feel free to...
I suppose I can sell it to you at cost as a sign of goodwill, Miss Casterus. Just promise to support my business in the future.
Much appreciated. We're lucky that she has a good heart. I'm not one to venture out often, and while I have some savings, it takes a lot out of me to even talk to people, let alone haggle. Had it been another merchant, I would have been set back plenty. The authenticity of the piece isn't important. What matters is that it holds special meaning for Lady Trianne and reminds her of her hometown. I've long wished to show my gratitude for Lady Trianne's care, but I haven't been able to come up with any ideas for a suitable gift. This chance encounter today feels like divine intervention.
She's too emo in a little bit. Too emo in a little bit.
Perhaps this is the gift I've been searching for. Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. I will have... Alright, back to business after that little detour. Let's keep moving. Don't stray far now. We've already kept Lady Aglaya waiting long enough.
Bullshit. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her, bro. Stop. Stop. Wait. Look at her. Wait. They're like the same height, but look at her, bro. Look at me. Oh, you're following me. I forget. I mean, like. Look at this. Okay. Look at this angel right there. Look at this. Look at that goddess of death right here. She looks so hot, bro. Look at this. And the back as well. Look at the back. I mean, seriously. She looks so hot, man. And I absolutely love it.
It seems your friend arrived before us.
I'm about to receive a no sleep because of that.
Welcome, Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky. for all that has happened. This is the dew of divine blood, brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles existed. The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akima. Back in the days of prosperity, cities fortunate enough to acquire it regarded it as one of the greatest treasures ever. Unsealing it during a ceremony held in honor of 2 cities' diplomatic ties was the highest form of respect one could show the other. And now, in keeping with tradition, Akima dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the sky in appreciation of what you have done for us. Very perceptive, Mr. Dunhung. Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith. With the dew of divine blood as testament, we wish to forge an alliance with the Trailblazers.
As outsiders, we are wary of getting caught up in this conflict.
Wow! Gray and Danny have sharp eyes indeed. You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard.
Yeah, huh?
No need to worry, by the way. I can tell from Lady Aglaya's tone of voice and micro-expressions that she's being genuine.
Who are you?
Not only are you guests from beyond the sky, but you've also done so much for Akima. You're practically heroes to us all. Lady Aglaya would never subject you to Aquila's judgment.
Hyacinth, thank you for taking care of the wounded of the past few days.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. The patients are very cooperative when we attend to them. I'm just thrilled to see them all going home healthy again. Oh, it's Cassie! Oh, I've missed you. Miss! You can't say that. Lady Aglaya should always be Lady Aglaya.
She's natural at making friends. She reminds me of an old friend with pink hair. Wait, an old friend? Oh, you mean March or...
As an acolyte of Aquila, I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together. Can we be friends? I'd love to hear your tales of the sky. And oh, it's a rare occasion that Akima presents such an invaluable gift to guests. Lady Aglaya, may I have the honor of tasting it too?
Of course you may. Esteemed guests of Akima, please believe me when I say that this gift carries no hidden agendas. As for the matter of the Alliance, you need not give me an answer here and now.
Oh, yay! Then I'll get started on my questionnaire.
Pardon the question, but I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Marking expression, tone of voice, questioning, are these all part of the usual skill set for Arcanine Priestess?
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacinth, assistant lecturer of the new sporists at the Grove of Epiphany, and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight. Many of the Chrysos heirs suffered injuries during Mikado's attack on Akima. so the Grove sent Lady Hyacinth to treat the wounded in Akama.
But what I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me.
Ah, so you're a therapist. Thank you. We will keep that in mind.
Well, it looks like everything's sorted out now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back, Lady Aglaya.
I would love to keep you in Akama for a few more days, but I would hate to provoke the ire of the Grove. As it happens, Akama intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the research on the Black Tide. We also want to communicate our desire to discuss the retrieval of Cersei's core flame at the earliest convenience.
Oh, that sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaya, you can't be asking me to...
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. Trianne will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Akama, and Castris will be accompanying her.
I have
Let me join.
questions for Professor
Let me join.
as well, regarding the missing Titan Thanatos.
Predators. Persona. Predators. This involves Akama's diplomatic affairs. We will give it on privacy. Back to bed again. Boring.
If you're not keen on just sitting around, Miss Trailblazer, why not go with him? The Grove is a picturesque place, perfect for sightseeing.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove, Grey. I'd be delighted to show you around.
No, call me the galactic baseballer. Baller. I'm too balling though. Sound good. That brings more insight into the curtain and geography of different regions of Emporia. It also part of trailblazing.
In that case, do bring this spindle along with you. This tool, called the weft, is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations. Though it doesn't see much practical use nowadays, it's become a symbol of great significance. In this respect, it is the perfect token to represent my will. If you encounter trouble at the Grove, just take this out and show it to them. While you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not, allowing you to see things as I would. Castris knows this too. Make good use of it. Trianne is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Akama, so I won't keep you any longer. May your journey be smooth.
I have another prediction.
I'm glad to be in your... Thanatos controls my fate, in a sense. The curse I bear came from them. And they have something of mine. Something of great importance that I must get back from them.
Oh, I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard. I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's already waiting for us by the city gates. Let's go meet up with her.
Oh yeah, this is the third place, right?
There she is! And Lady Trianne. But who's that? Did something happen, Clementine?
Oh, Miss Hyacinth, this man was discovered by Trianne! Trianne was in a bad mood. The Trianne knows the city has good... I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth.
These wounds... Their this is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at one. Grey, Cassie, and Trianne, would you mind making your way to the Grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I would... As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
I understand. May fate have mercy.
Trianne believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trianne! Fly, fly, fly away from Akama!
I can't fly, so... But I can't fly.
Down this road we go, to the skies we fly, leaving Akuma behind. Little Cass, little Gray, are you ready?
You might not be aware of this, but using the sentry gate takes a significant toll on Lady Trian.
Trian promised Treeby that we wouldn't open the gate unless we had no other choice.
I'm ready, too.
Okie dokie. Everybody, let's hold hands.
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto Wolfeld.
Cass, memmy, mem. Memmy, mem.
I don't want.
Mem wants to try sewing. Here, why don't you give it a go?
Memmy, mem.
It's hard not to like Mem when they're so adorable. Oh, this is amazing. It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Nikador. After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying. Even if it's just a little.
I don't even... But we are both... The three of us are literally women. I don't know.
Is everybody awake? Little Gray, little cat. Mem.
It's already action hour. Lady Trian, I hope you were talking in your sleep. Did you
sleep talking?
Something like, Mommy, doll with sword. Let's fight together. We'll be brave.
Ugh, it's so embarrassing.
Of course not. Wasn't Lady Trian's...
Mama was the strong... Mem. Trian thinks that's a great idea. Mem. Yay! Mem. Okie dokie. Trian remembers if we follow this woven tree. Mem.
As usual, I
Legend
will.
has it that whenever they requested an audience with Cersei's, Nestia would always come to the meeting.
Look! A huge tree! It's... huge! Ma'am...
Okay, but much haven't appeared in this subline.
It's the Bow of Rift, the divine body of Cersei's. Flora began to grow a long time ago.
Trian,
Something feels... The Grove has always welcomed scholars. So too would Cersei's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in greeting. Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival. There should still be a way in.
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
This place is too quiet.
Oh! Trian found it! Everybody... The entrance on the other side. What could it be? His eyes are so sharp.
I knew you would find it. The courtyard of Storgi should be just ahead of us. As I expected, something's not right. Not to mention that this whole place is also... There is no way she would have neglected such an important diplomatic matter.
Hello? Is anyone there?
It's like the last POV, like, hello, is anyone there? And then loud voice, it is sent out. Mean that this quest might be amazing. So, without further ado, let me just press this button and we'll go to the next one.
No one's here.
What the?
I have an idea. Lady Trian, could you lend me that golden spindle? Do you remember? Lady Aglaia said this. While you're in the grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not. This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Circes are, but also where the chrysalis of gold manifests. Oh, Nestia. With the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection. Well, these lines are documented in the Handbook of Nestia's Priests. If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with the...
There isn't a reaction. Did it not work?
But that shouldn't be.
Mem.
Are they white dryad flowers?
Mem.
No, these are shadows of
Dead Mem. Shadow?
Strictly speaking, these white, however.
But what happened?
Mem.
Black cloak. Mem. Sword toward the great tree. Mem.
I have a bad feeling the deathly fog of Thanatos is fast approaching.
Oh! Trian will be on high alert!
corrupted. But never let your guard down.
Becoming more and more intense. There, on the steps.
What? Oh no, I think I saw this just now.
Looks really scary.
What kind of beast is this? Or is it the Death Titan skin?
No, it's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted and turned into deformed hollow husks of their former selves. Everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the Grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here,
Should we inform
That Black Tide thing seems to be moving. Literal words.
The monster is alive! Trian will protect everybody!
Okay.
Trian, please hide behind us, miss. Let's... As expected,
No holding back.
the words black, sword, and cloak... They're talking about the Black Tide.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live! Give your stubborn
You
one.
remind me of someone.
This is more than a battle. Set the seas aflame!
Let's seize this fine cloud scatter.
These enemies.
You defeated it! Little Gray, little Kaz, you're so strong!
But these monsters, they aren't supposed to show up here, right?
To think the Black Tide has spread this quickly to the Grove despite its remote location. I'm afraid a world where strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
Oh no! Does this mean that—
Looking at this mess, it seems but...
Huh? Two POV are we in? At the same time in Akima.
Lady Aglaya, after a few days of surgeries, both major and minor, we were able to save the life of that patient found on the outskirts of Akima.
Thank you again, Hyacinth, for your...
The scarring of his organs was especially severe, a result of the Black Tide's corruption. It's,
Don't stress yourself out over this. You've already done everything in your power to save him. There's no need to hurry to the Grove either. You deserve a good rest now. Treeby, I have some things to tell you. He is not Ackerman. The way the stitches on his clothes are hidden is quite unique. Such craftsmanship is undeniably from the Grove.
The Grove?
Now that I think about it, Castris and the rest should have arrived at...
Trian just got in contact. The Black Tide has invaded the Grove. We haven't detected any survivors, even with the help of the Golden Thread. What should we do?
The Black Tide is posing an even greater risk to us now. I did not expect the Grove to be the first to be impacted, though. Can they tell where the core flame is right now?
We see it. The core flame is still there.
But... what?
But they can't say for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the Black Tide.
Huh?
Please let them know that for now, the most pressing task is to identify the core flame and transfer it to a safe place as quickly as possible. We must all go and find Anaxa. Unless something went terribly wrong, he should still be alive.
They've set off. Please, stay safe, everyone.
I pray for their safety too.
Aggie, how do you know that Anaxa is still alive?
Oh, they're bound by
I know that
destiny.
man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world, he would most certainly try to seize the core flame and drag the Titan down with him.
Is this a joke as well?
No, it's the
I'm
truth.
being serious this time.
Bro.
We're facing threats from both within and without Akima. The merciless carnage may have ceased, but Akima's nemesis continues to sharpen their blades even now. They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us already.
You mean...
Even if the divine authority of strife is as yet unclaimed, the Black Tide is advancing more rapidly than I expected. I fear this tragedy is more than a mere natural disaster. Alas, it's too late. The Council will likely take this opportunity to do something... I will try to keep this under wraps for now. But you must...
All right. Should I inform...
Not for now. She must be exhausted after performing surgeries non-stop for so many days. I don't want... That being said, based on the condition of this patient, Tribi, we should prepare for the worst. It's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll definitely be able to chase away the Black Tide.
How should I put it? Lady Aglaia doesn't trust Anaxa at all, I'm afraid. Believe me, she is far nicer to the two of you than she is to Anaxa.
So like a...
Despite being a
like a friend betrayed, so like a friend, but teasers, I guess.
Anaxa resolutely believes that titans and prophecies are a load of nonsense.
That's true. Properties are shit.
During our regular citizens' assembly...
We established this in God of War Ragnarok. Properties are shit. Nobody should believe in them unless you're in a dire situation. Anaxa is right. It is not destiny that have come, but the one who are trying to do it for their own destiny by themselves, by their own hands. That is true. So Anaxa's ideology was right. It's right.
He always votes to oppose the flame chase journey.
Trian knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Circes, who symbolizes reason, is the most tolerant of novel ideas. Apart from Kefali, they're the Titan who treats us the best.
Yes, that is how we formed an agreement with these Titans who bear no harm toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our flame chase journey, we will wait till the final moments of the journey to restore their core flames.
With the exception of Orynyx, that is. They didn't lend us their power willingly.
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide and did not descend into madness.
Trian believes Circes will be alright. After all, everybody says that the people of the Grove are really smart. So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the...
Good idea. In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady Trian. The golden thread will be much more... Please promise us that you'll take care of yourself.
Okie doke. If Trian gets...
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open the gate unless you have no other choice, Lady Trian. Your body is not in good shape at the moment.
Okay. We will keep that in mind. Trian was just trying to help.
Of course, we know that. After all, Lady Trian is a demigod. The most powerful among all of us here. Remember all those brave heroes in the tales you've...
In that case...
So many monsters.
So, the enemy that we fought just now. Oh, never mind. Let me just look over here.
His year...
A blade that... Apart from...
That is...
Look at them. So beautiful. So, about the enemies look-alike. I'm gonna go to my expert bank, go to enemy opponents. Though they kind of look like Void Rangers, which come from the destruction thing. They come from destruction. They also look like these enemies, but it may be that the standardized enemies. The Marastruck enemies are those with Marastruck who follow the destruction path, not the abundance path. Even though you could say that it is, well, the opposite. Well, I think not. You can say it's a coincidence, but it's not. These things are formed from the bound of destruction, which is why it's so hidden. Because secretly, the path of destruction is involved in this, somehow or some way. And my theory will be corrected, and everyone will literally be laughing their ass off for me getting it right. Because why not? I'm an alias
Danger detected, but never let your guard down.
People with like white hair.
You can't open it. Yes.
That's a assassin.
Before you try unlocking the door, my name is Anakin. Rule number 2. The person standing here and conversing with you are through the wonders of Alpha. Nothing is impossible. That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity at the Grove, the Black Tide, and that you mistakenly believe that the Scholars have been wiped. But that is where you're wrong. While the Black Tide was still approaching the Grove, the sages found a way heading toward the holy city of Akama as we speak. Only a small fraction of the scholars stayed behind with me to defend the grove. If all goes well, Cersei's core flame will reach Akama before long. But since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve the core flame. And our mortal remains. And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Miss, judging from your reaction, you must have found a useful memory.
Become what you saw in the memory.
Professor Anaxa? That's a lot to digest at once. I'm sorry. Please give me some time. I do not wish to consider this possibility. Perhaps they were just unable to transfer the core flame, but managed to escape. It is located at the top of the giant tree, and is where Cersei's core flame is kept. According to Anaxa, the core flame should still be making our way there. Right. Let's... Alchemy is truly incredible.
Huh?
No, you didn't imagine it. I heard it as well. I'm afraid that someone's probably nearby, as we are unable to ascertain whether they are friend or foe. Found it. The voice is coming from over there. No. It seems to be coming from somewhere. Let's go check it out.
Regardless of what... Such a lively little bunny. You even smell a little familiar.
Ah, demon, eat my bat!
What an impatient child. Don't you know that haste makes waste?
Who are you? Keep your distance and identify yourself. Otherwise, you'll face the consequences.
The scent of Thanatos. I recognize you. Idonia's renowned goddess of death.
Since you are aware, stop provoking the authority of death. Answer my question.
Baring your fangs at me. How cute. Just call me Calypso. I greet you on behalf of the Seven Sages and the Litophagists. Of course not. Just ask the fair lady beside you. She'll definitely know the reason why.
Be careful. Even if the head of the Lotophagus has never shown their true identity before, we shouldn't trust this person so easily. The Weft could not detect her presence just now. That would be out of the ordinary if she were truly a phantom body. But if she is someone who has passed on, I should be able to tell. Let me test her.
Do you mind if I join your private conversation?
That would be rather inappropriate for someone who isn't even willing to reveal their real self. However, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer them truthfully. If you can do so without hesitation, we won't treat you as an enemy for the time being.
A pop quiz? Well, that sparks my interest. Go ahead.
What was the topic for the grand finals of the 752nd Great Debate?
Is a flying arrow in motion or at rest?
Who was your representative?
Medea. She went up against Phynon of the New Sporists.
Who won?
Nobody won because the 752nd Great Debate never took place. What I just mentioned happened during the previous debate. Phynon emerged victorious and obtained his 10th consecutive debate wreath. Also, to alleviate your worries, I shall provide you with a piece of information that's more valuable than the Great Debate. Anaxa the New Sporist is still alive. I saved him, and he is now recuperating at the Luminary Throne. So, are you satisfied with my answers?
Then open your goddamn eye.
This dumbfounded expression of yours is much more adorable and likable than the previous one. As the saying goes, seeing is believing. Why don't you follow me to the throne and take a look for yourself?
I'll keep my eyes on you at all times.
Oh, that's truly an honor. As long as we can get the water wheel turning. So, the solution is to awaken this heart.
That's he said.
Is that the Chamber of Purifying Tears?
You have a good memory.
Why exactly did you bring us here?
My intention should be obvious. See that shallow pond? All the two of you have to do.
Ma'am.
Indeed. Could it be that you actually do not know how to proceed?
We can retrieve it, but I advise you not to waste your time on any scheme.
Oh my. Besides... although I'm simply... Now is not the... As a student of Anaxa, equivalent exchange should...
I cannot deny, Miss. Since our interests are aligned right now, it's better for us if you unfortunately turn out to be her...
Ma'am?
I have forgotten how to do this.
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
Huh? There are Ichor vessels stored here.
I don't know what's going on. Can I reverse time? I see. I can... Self is of the utmost importance. So, yeah.
How smart.
To me, self is pretty important. Later. Open the door first.
Let's hope that this is not a trap set by her.
Oh my, what is this? Okay.
Impeccable precision.
So this is the Golden Bough of Vows.
Cal?
Understood.
Is...
There's a secret passageway behind the pond. It's faster if we take that path.
How do you know this place so well?
Well, I'm one of the 7 sages after all.
Bro, she actually looked like the I have such good taste.
We're here. Could you kindly pluck a petal? Now, can our little goddess perform that again?
Huh?
That being the oath of Nestia's priests.
Right. Got it. Oh, Nestia. With the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
Ma'am!
It's just an ancient promise between the Titan and humans. So, what do you think? It really is the golden
That is...
You look like a sad, lost puppy. Even if...
She runs like one.
This is indeed a scheme to get you to lower your guard. You don't have any other choice but to play along, do you? Therefore, why don't we just put everything aside and work together? We can always determine who's right and who's wrong once we overcome this.
Yes, I agree.
Great. Then, let's ride the water wheel.
However, giving us half-truths is not the right attitude for cooperation. Furthermore, according to the principle of equivalent exchange, since we have passed your so-called trial, isn't it time for you to make your intentions clear to—
I really can't bear— I'll allow each of you to ask a question. But not the little bunny. So, ask away.
Well, in that case, Miss...
As I've previously mentioned, I'm one of the 7 sages. Well...
My question is, was your previous answer the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
There's no point in making this unnecessarily complicated.
That applies to you as well. However, we do not harbor any hostility. We merely want to avoid any potential harm to us. Lady Calypso, if you want us to work together more effectively, with all due respect...
Is that so?
Then please lead the way. I'll just consider that a compliment.
Indeed. I'm complimenting your charming naivete. All right, go ride
What do you say about Castorus? What do you say about Castorus? Hey. Hey. Kelly, whatever your name is. Don't you dare talk about that to Castorus, or you will die. What? Or you will freaking die in a painful death. If you dare talk about Castorus like that ever again, I'll be coming at your doorstep and I'll be killing you tonight.
Speaking of which, don't you also have a red-haired companion? Not too much. It's just that I seem to hear the sound of a bee buzzing around.
Oh.
Lady, your metaphors are not worthy of praise at all.
Wow. Okay. Oh, it's
impressive. Impeccable precision.
It's Trian.
Whoa! It's little Gray, little Cass, and
Lady Trian.
No, Trian flew high up into the air. Yup! The spindle that Aggie gave us is so powerful that Trian seems to have found Nax. He's near the treetop. Even though our perception of him is very weak, it's not like the white. But since Trian...
Anaxa is indeed...
Huh? Calypso? Whoa! A spirit?
Coming and going without a trace.
Oh!
This is...
Yup! Trian found... Mimi... Trian...
Lady Trian.
It seems...
The Dome of Devotion. Calypso, just what are you hiding?
Oh, I realized something weird. Wait a minute. Could one of them consume? Dude, just like Gunnar, he could actually consume it. He make himself the incarnation of the Titan itself.
Eternal.
Oh my god.
Dreams of a let us dance once more.
The noise. It's not even worth my time.
Every victory is hard won.
This is too easy.
Every petal in life's all will be swept away by the wind. No holding back.
I can't kill you ultimate.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set to the seas of flame!
This won't work.
Get it
Perfect.
together. The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Kill. Something that I'm good at. Attack up. Like this and that.
Have we met? Share good fortunes. There's more to life. Existence is unity. Fine.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's not my first time.
This sets the seas of flame!
It's not my first time getting distinguished from my health. Give me back my shit. Especially this chest. I need it. If you didn't give me back, I don't know what might happen to you, but you'll be a deadless corpse lying down with nowhere to escape. No soul, man.
The golden thread is vibrating more and more violently.
Death is approaching.
Everyone, let's be even more cautious.
more cautious. Me just trying to find a nymph. Like seriously? Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling. Oh, this stream has been 2 hours.
There's no one. Hold on. The butterfly of divine mind is gone? That can't be. Was it for fending off the black tide?
What exactly is this butterfly of divine mind? Is it a very powerful guardian monster?
No. How should I put it? It's considered a safeguard for the Titan's core flame. This butterfly is created from Nestia's remaining divine mind and bears the responsibility of guarding the core flame. Legend has it that someone can
Nestia, can you like make Catra fall in love with me?
only pass the trial of the butterfly by proving they possess pure and unselfish love within their heart. Only then can they awaken the great tree to open up the path.
But how are we going to prove it?
Sorry, but even I don't know how. Rather than worry about this, Lady Tree... Perhaps we can try again. Let's see if the butterfly will still react to the golden bough of vows despite having dissipated. If it's indeed the token mentioned in the legends, there should be a Let me give it a try. Oh, Nest. Lady Trianne. And even Mem?
Little Gray, little Cass, look over here, quick! Memmy is about to burst into flames!
The voice seems to be coming from the Star Chase atrium.
Ah, no.
Lady Trianne.
Trianne and Memmy were looking around to see if there were any, but just as they went to take a closer...
I see. Let's get a move on. The orbs belonging to...
Memmy.
Oh no. I'm starting to smell something.
Dreams of a Let us dance once more. Existence is unity.
Joining the battle.
I see. So you're the fire that I've been waiting for.
Like until everything burns to ashes!
That's so far so good.
The truth, everything in this world is bleeding. Fight to live!
How hard can this be? One shot. One shot. Literally one shot.
Mem, easy. Mem.
I'm glad that everyone is...
A remnant of Nestia's core flame. To get to the throne at the treetop, gather...
Whoa! Where?
You finally appeared, Lady Calypso.
Yes, it's been some time. The battle just... It seems like I'll really be...
Lady Trian, how does the golden...
Huh. There's no reaction at all.
Obviously. After all, the fragment that you picked up just now is completely unrelated to me. All right. Just do as I say. If you're able...
Another trial.
Ma'am, but we have to go to the treetop to find Naxen.
I've got a hunch. Come, let's collect the... According to Calypso... How incredible.
I can I see. Nanikoto. It used to be the waters, but now it's the fire of the thing. Maybe it only works with certain elements that could be fought by oneself.
It seems like you... In that case, just off...
It'll be fine.
And see, it works.
It's a success! Pack has appeared.
All of you have indeed passed the I'll be back shortly. Of course, a promise due, but now. If the West Wind, farewell.
Lady Calypso.
It's nothing much. Thank you so much for your...
Well, in that case, I can start. You're actually Cersei's, right?
Ma'am.
Oh, my. The children of humanity have passed the final trial. I was wondering when you were planning to expose me. How did you know?
The riddle-like trials. Your distrustful yet sincere character, referring to Nestia as your love, and the head of the Litophagus is actually called Medea, and not Calypso.
Since you knew from the start that I was not who I said I was, why did you wait until now to expose me?
Because I did not believe that Cersei's would walk this world in a human form. I was also afraid that the Titans were under the control of the Black Tide, and would do us harm. Also, to make a claim, one must have evidence. This is the precious knowledge that I acquired during my time at the Grove.
Man.
Excellent. To think we were able to gain a new chance at life in the midst of death. Fate.
Well, shouldn't you also tell us why you went through all the trouble of setting up these riddles?
Oh, the reason's quite simple. I needed your help, and just like how you were wary of me, I had to ensure that you were not villains who were trying to get their hands on the core flame. I also had to ascertain that you were capable of dealing with the threat at hand.
Is this threat related to the Black...
Indeed. And it's even more related to that lost item from before. As I could not do anything about him, I split my body up and escaped to avoid... Indeed. I split it into 3. I hid one within the Golden Bough of Vows, and sealed another in the Amber, along with Nestia's remaining embers. As for the last one, it's currently in Anaxa's body, which is in dire need of repair.
What? Do you mean that you're using such a method?
After all, the scholars of the Grove have always been willing to lay down their lives to defend my core flame. As a respected god, it would be too embarrassing if I were to do nothing and simply watch the children of humanity give up their lives for me. Especially that heretic named Anaxa. He did not even hesitate to tear his soul apart and use it to perform a miracle. He trapped all the creations of the Black Tide within the grove so that they would not be able to harm others. His way of thinking was so out of the ordinary that I felt it would be a waste for him to meet his demise in the Black Tide. And so, I decided to save his life. Of course, this also meant that I was able to conceal myself and remain hidden. Well, that's also an equivalent exchange. What a smart little bunny. This way, I'll be able to regain my true form. And you will be able to bring the core flame and your teacher back to Akama. We'll also take down the black-robed swordmaster at the throne. Together, in one go-
But... Cersei's...
Even if I do not have the authority of strife, I'm still a god.
Exactly.
I just need you to buy me some time against the warrior's blade. Once the core flame is reformed, I'll be able to show my hand. Excellent. Then just continue. Turn the golden bough of vows into firewood. I'll leave it to you, children of humanity. May you be blessed with good fortune.
It seems like a fierce battle will be inevitable.
Don't worry, Trian will protect everyone.
I was afraid of this.
Ahead lies the luminary and also the battlefield that we're about to step onto.
Memmy, what's wrong?
Is this Professor Anaxa?
My eyes can no longer see. No matter. All I have to do is to place this body at the core for the sake of Emporius. Die with me, Titan.
You! I've been waiting for you since 42 days. I mean more than 42 days. Come on.
Cersei's was right. He's indeed here.
You!
Who is this black-robed guy?
The burning paradise, the shattered sun, and carnage, death, and destruction.
Everyone, brace yourself. This must be the hunter reborn from the Black Tide that Cersei's was talking about. The black sword and cloak. The owner of the piece of cloth. The north wind that sent over the deathly fog of Thanatos.
You're not demigods. Stand down or die.
Run!
That's right. Let's do our best to buy time for Cersei's.
Trian will also protect everyone! Trian is brave!
Miss. Only this time, may death protect us. Be careful.
One slash.
How dare you!
Two slash.
Don't die. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Come on, please. Ah, no, please, Shadows, no.
3 slashes. Enough.
And you get bad at opening.
Who exactly are you?
Enjoying yourself?
I don't like this.
There'll be a way. Unite our goal.
Actually, let's switch teams.
Who exactly are you?
Watch your head.
Me!
Show me what you can do. Never hesitate! Go!
Resonate all together.
Sure.
That won't do.
Mini.
I venture forth.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
So powerful. Cersei's was right.
I don't like the sound of this. I don't like the damage at all.
Fear knows not fear.
Ha!
Harmony
This is not my regular damage, is it? I don't like this.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
I don't like this.
Fangs and claws. Never hesitate! That won't do.
Watch your head.
I venture forth.
I don't believe that I do that much damage.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
This seems to be stronger than Nikador.
Dirty tricks all in.
Not good.
Oh. Ow.
In that case.
Oh, there we go.
Can't be killed in a single blow. You are indeed no ordinary human. How annoying. Since the ambush failed, it'll be difficult to find another opportunity. What a pity.
Are you kidding me?
Professor Nexa? No. It's Cersei's.
Never mind. I have a different plan. Forget China.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I have a different plan. Forget about killing the ally.
Get stronger.
You're gonna kill this thing.
Claws got dull. Never hesitate! That won't do.
Even if I draw my final breath. Let's change strategy.
I venture forth to
That strategy doesn't seem to work.
victory!
Oh, that's the damage. Yes. I've been waiting for this damage. I've been waiting for this.
Show me what you feel.
That was
That's it.
I'm truly exhausted.
Huh?
This is bad.
Century Gate, open!
Have to return die, please. I still need for the banner, please. Uh-oh.
Phew. That was a close call. Thank goodness that we returned to Akama unharmed.
Little Cass, my head, it still hurts. Sorry. I know you told me not to open the gate.
Please don't blame yourself, Lady Trian. If it weren't for you, we would have already met our end at the Grove.
I feel awful. I need to go back to get some rest.
Lady Trian, you haven't been well since you woke up.
All this noise and commotion. Akama hasn't changed a bit, has it?
Are you Professor Anaxa?
There's no need for doubt. The Titan no longer speaks. It is I, Anaxagoras of the New Sporists.
Indeed. You are the only one who would refer to yourself like that. Professor, let me be frank. The mission Lady Aglaya entrusted us is to search for survivors, uncover the truth about the disaster at the Grove, and retrieve the core flame of Circes.
That does not surprise me. And now, I'm a survivor who witnessed the entirety of the disaster, as well as the defenseless bearer of a core flame. Are you going to bring me to Aglaya to fulfill your duty?
That is indeed my duty. But I prefer not to present you to her as a captive or spoil of battle.
Fine. There's no need to make your life difficult. I'm not against meeting that woman. But I have some things to take care of first. The families of some of my...
Because Lady Aglaya will probably be against it.
Let me guess. That woman will not only prevent me from visiting the families of the deceased, but will also suppress any information about the Grove. She's always been that cold-hearted. My fellows at the Grove gave their lives defending the core flame and fighting the Black Tide alongside me. Their families deserve to know the truth.
You intend to do it without her knowledge?
Do you really think that woman would treat me well, even if I behaved and proved my loyalty? I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more anger on her face. Are you going to stop me, Castorus?
I will accompany you, but please understand that Lady Aglaya has her own considerations.
You truly have the makings of a fine scholar, putting yourself in other people's shoes like that. Let's go. I won't go overboard.
So, after all these years, you and Lady Aglaya...
I can't believe that worked. I really know that team-up wouldn't work.
Neither of us is narrow-minded. You should know the root cause of our conflict.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Oh,
Ma'am. Kellan...
So...
Huh?
Yes.
I see. I come from Kremnos. Death... and, you know, Kallinicus. There's nothing to be sorry for. With the coming coronation...
Aquila will instantly defeat Orynyx!
Hello?
Are you the father of...
Ah, yes. Alas... What's... If they refuse to apologize...
What should we do?
Mr. Fabio.
What?
They fought until their last breath. As the Chrysos heir stationed at the Grove, I failed to protect them.
Don't put it that way. Even if my Artakama wasn't one of the Chrysos heirs mentioned in the prophecy.
What's wrong? I'm busy. There's a lot going on.
Mister, we're sorry to bother you.
No, wait, Lady Casters. Did Lady Aglaia send you because of some
Keep your cool, Titus. I'm Anaxagoras from the Grove of Epiphany. A few days ago.
Wait. That's no shocker. At his age, he was due for the River of Souls and... just up and left me behind. I've been telling him for ages to stay in the Holy City and enjoy his retirement. But no, he just had to go off to that grove and mess around with those... Still wouldn't budge after all those arguments. I already got him a retirement home and was waiting for him to come around. All my effort is wasted now, and he didn't even give me that bull-headed old...
That is it. That's all.
Good work, miss.
Let's go.
All right.
He's careful, not the spirit thief.
Let's go back for another session.
Miss Casterus,
Hello. We have an important matter to discuss with Lady Aglaia. May we trouble—
My apologies, Miss Casterus. Lady Aglaia has just informed me that she has no time to receive any...
That's just... Answer me this, friend. Did Aglaia,
Please don't jest.
Bro, Catherine is listening me. ...
It's fortunate we don't have to confront that woman while I'm hauling around this sick body. That Titan made a myriad of adjustments on their own. My head still aches from that. I don't...
Please be careful. Akama isn't the Grove.
Is covered by her golden threads. I know. That woman is extremely confident I won't escape her grasp. Don't worry. As I said before, I'll mind my behavior.
Miss, so many unexpected things happened on our journey to the Grove. The Black Tide is not just an enemy of Akama. Nikedor's core flame now sits vacant, and the Black Tide has returned. The Grove is an academic city with the best understanding of the Black. The trial of strife is imminent. pray Mighty will be able to steel his resolve soon. Lady Treby once traveled across thousands of cities in Amphorius to repel the Black Tide. But even they have no recollection of this powerful enemy in all their journeys.
I knew it.
As for me, I detected a strong stench of death from that entity. But it wasn't because it had a connection with Thanatos. I'm afraid it's purely because it has sent countless others to their death. Speaking of Thanatos, Miss, you must have an idea of the curse I bear by now. I was born as the shadow of death, a poison shunned by all living. Yet when you caught me in the grove, I'm curious why you weren't affected by my power. My apologies for the abrupt question. For all my life, I've always wondered, what is my connection to death? And why am I inextricably linked to Thanatos? Miss, you must be tired after being on the move these past few days. Please
let me get to see Dang Hung. Dang Hung is probably inside.
I'd love to go in.
Hey, Dang Hung. It seems you took things pretty hard. I was organizing logs. I also asked Hayate for some recent material from the grove. I discovered something interesting. Do you remember that Emperor's sky was sealed away by Titan Aquila's presence? Keep this world isolated from the rest of the world beyond the sky. It seems Hayate's ancestors were the sky priests who worship Aquila. Perhaps you can give us more clues to find our way back to the Astral Express. Nothing out of the ordinary happened in the holy city in the past few days. I didn't have to talk to anyone either. It was kinda nice spending time alone. After what happened at the grove, there's sure to be unrest in the coming days. We should rest for now. You look tired. You should get some sleep before we set off tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I heard some rumors. If we're gonna wander around, I suggest avoiding the hot bath.
Trian?
What's wrong? Is there trouble at the grove?
Yes, I sensed something. It was fleeting, but very strong. Trian used the Century Gate again.
Can you see what's actually happening?
No, it's fuzzy like always.
Let's hope that it's just a false alarm. We should place our trust in her and Castor's teacher. They will keep Trian safe.
Peggy, you're talking like we are little kids. One day, Trian will reach her limit, and Treby will take on the role of gatekeeper from her. We are all aware of that. I am just a little concerned about her state of mind. Trian was already unable to speak, even in short sentences when they left. We want to say a proper goodbye at the very least.
I will pray with you.
Thanks. And Aggie, it looks like we will need you to come with us to the baths this time to unwind. It feels like neither of us have laughed for a long while. It's time to head out with the west wind!
You can probably use her, yeah.
All right.
Here's really hot and heavy. Has it always been like this? Is someone...
What? Watch out! Kremnoan.
Aggie, now's not the time.
Excuse me. Oh, you two are here as well.
Even the Twilight Courtyard is involved? What?
I actually just came to relax. I've examined them, and they don't seem to be seriously ill.
Multiple individuals fainting simultaneously from...
He disappeared. And...
Let these people rest.
Have you thought of something?
Yes.
So... What's going on?
Snowy! Even Snowy!
The culprit is Mightimos. Oh.
bro.
What did you do to everybody?
It's just another duel where I claimed victory.
As I expected. On the surface, these two are the mightiest warriors in the Holy City, but they're still impulsive youths at heart.
Oh my god. The big warriors, but they're handsome.
Speak up, Mighty. Tell us exactly what kind of foolishness you and Finan indulged in this time.
No, none of those sound right. Forget it. Am I seeing things? Is the magnificent deliverer finally deigning to step outside? What kind of response is that?
Nothing. I was just imitating your usual response. I don't feel anything special from you. Have you passed the demigod trial?
The ritual hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't been that long since I pulled you out of the trial.
I didn't forget.
Then, you're welcome.
In twilight's last gleam, Makima stands bold. Her walls sturdy, tales untold. Dreaming of her fruitful gardens, pilgrims arrive from distant lands. Figs and olives, so grand. Yet little do they know that they will step into flames, fuel to the fire, a burning brand.
What are you playing at this time?
I just felt like reciting a few lines of poetry. Surely the Crown Prince of Kremnos knows how to appreciate poetry, right?
Kremnoans steer clear of such weak literature. But my library doesn't lack collections of this kind.
These lines express the poet's yearning for their home, just as Akama is distant from many people's homes.
I know how to interpret poetry, Haikis.
There's no point in pretending to be profound, my friend. Thank you for helping me out when I was in a tight spot, but it seems to me that you aren't prepared for the trial either.
Don't compare your situation with mine. My people are still relying on me. I can't ascend to godhood on my own without first resolving their issues.
So, are you suggesting that you, the mighty Mightimos, and the heir to the throne of Kremnos, wish to defy tradition that has endured among your people for millennia?
Still thinking about what I should do.
Never mind. It's probably not my place to offer you counsel. An idea does strike me, though.
Go ahead. Let's see what terrible ideas you've come up with this time.
Maybe we both need to relieve some stress. Come, Mightimos. let's recommence our previous competition.
Bro, look at his face, bro.
This time, we'll see who can stay in the super hot bath for longer.
Number 1, Mighty is built like Kratos. I think he can take that longer than this Finon.
What? Are you chickening out?
The phrase chickening out does not exist in the Kremnoan language. I just find this
He did that 2 times already.
That's all. All-knowing historian, are you not aware that we Kremnoans use boiling water from sword forging for our baths? Looks like I'll have to teach you some royal etiquette today.
And thus, an unprecedented sauna battle commences! With unparalleled resolve, the two warriors' determination even alters.
That's not fair. We don't get to see their POV. We just see about guys.
Do you recall the legend of the Gorgo lion mentioned by a certain veteran? The central figure, the main character, was not the sole sovereign of that land. An oryx stood as its formidable rival long before the dawn of Era Chrysia. The two beasts started their timeless battle on the plains of Tritos. The lion regarded the oryx as
It's creepy doing this right now. That's quite funny.
its food, while the oryx perceived the lion as a scornful, oppressive, and challenging barrier that it swore to topple with its antlers. For tens of thousands of years, without respite, the two creatures thus continued their relentless pursuit and rivalry. It fixated on its rival's fleeing form in the chase. It set its sights on the other's neck, nearly within reach. It was stuck in a corner.
Why did they show us? They're about to show us. Show us. Show us. We need to see. We need to see. The people need to see. This battle is...
To escape. On the land of Amphorius, some lives meet their end at dusk, some at dawn, and yet others are fated to perish under the blistering sun at noon. And at last, the most scorching moment of the day descended upon them. The formidable hand of fate heeded their call and arrived!
My lords, would you like me to reduce the temperature a little?
Huh.
What? You're chickening out already?
Get lost.
Are you asking me to get lost?
Do whatever you want.
Oh, please forgive my presumptuousness, my lords.
Bro. Bro, that straight face. Bro,
What a spectacle of folly.
This is what you get for daring to challenge a Kremnoan without understanding your own place.
What I'm saying is, your little game dragged down quite a few innocent souls alongside you.
We will personally escort back home the customers left awestruck by our formidable presence.
This isn't fair.
This is so funny. I'm kind of loving.
You're wearing way less than I.
Is this the latest trend now? Getting into the baths while dressed in full armor?
Exactly.
Don't look at me like that. It was he who challenged me. There is no word for flee in the Kremnoan language.
He said that for the 4th time. Please.
Very well. Let us bring this farce to a close, shall we? Warriors, it's time to get moving.
It's like the... Oh my god, look at that. The time Paimon narrowly triumphant with a stunning 27-25 victory in terms of the winning the number.
The flame chase journey is destined to be a lengthy one, replete with obstacles.
But thanks to those two, all the gloom has vanished into thin air. Oh, we just had quite the commotion. It's not every day we find the Marmorial Palace this serene. Shall we continue with our previous plans? Hyacinth, would you care to join us?
Such an empty bath is indeed a rare sight. I was looking forward to unwinding it.
How about we go to the biggest bath?
Huh?
Let me check. The water...
So, how is the feeling of having the entire bath to yourselves?
It's so good.
But, Lady Treeby, aren't you going to soak in the bath with us?
We will have to pass. After all, we've become children.
Please understand that she can no longer endure the heat of this pool due to the blessings of Yanis.
Oh.
Are you curious about us, Hyacinth?
I am, but something tells me that it might be better to change the topic.
Don't get all nervous. It's not something we can't discuss. The truth is, a long, long time ago, we were a mature adult just like Aggie. Then, because of reasons, we inherited Yanis's divinity and gained the power of passage. And in return, the price we had to pay was the splitting of our soul.
Each opening of the Century Gate intensifies the strain on Treeby and the others. They are gradually regressing towards infancy, both in body and mind.
We don't know what awaits us at the end either, but anyway, that's why we've turned into children.
In that case, when you opened that giant sentry gate above Akama during the battle against Niku...
Well, there's no way around it. We all know that the flame chase journey won't be a smooth ride.
Maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research focus of Noose Forests is the soul.
Hey, by the way, Genshin bath scene was kinda bad, but this one is awesome. Because there's a men and women bath, which is alright.
Its depletion and methods to restore dispersed souls. As long as research continues, there might be a breakthrough that can help.
Hey, it's just a picture. They just showed the scene on my
Everything we can.
So your first reaction is in fact denial. You're indeed a Naxos student. I look forward to your good news, Hyacinth.
Now there's another reason to look forward to tomorrow.
Lady Treeby, what's wrong?
Something's off. It's that strong feeling again. Is it Trian? Wait, no. It's not Trian this time.
Oh no.
It's Trinan. Trinan is in danger.
What's happening?
I win this round of escorting the bathers home.
Wait.
How does one contender alone make a valid competition?
Offering a compliment or two wouldn't be the end of you, you know.
Haikas.
What is that word? Is that your native tongue?
It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena. By the way, you emphasize the completely wrong syllable.
Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you talk in the ancient tongue of Kremnos.
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine, but when it comes to writing...
You can write?
Okay, this is ridiculous. It's like you can write?
You speak as if you don't have a brain.
Mighty punch it ass.
That was in jest. I understand. After all, you spent all your childhood wandering far from home.
Worry about yourself first, Deliverer. You also never mention your hometown, apart from when you need to introduce yourself.
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Hades Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many years ago in the flames of war. The only times I get to see it are in my dreams, and in the trial from the Lance of Fury.
I knew it.
Yes, I saw it all. Hades Elysiae ablaze with everyone. My family, friends, and my kin, lying in a sea of flames. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky, just like on that day. And before my eyes, that murderer killed Cyrene. But I saw its form this time. A black cloak, an eerie mask, and a broken giant sword that carried an ominous aura.
Uh-oh. I know who that guy is. It's the bot that we fought just now.
I fought it in the trial. But even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all this time, I still couldn't defeat it.
You were blinded by hatred, and almost lost yourself in that trial.
That's right. And that's why I am truly thankful to you, Mightymouse.
You finally picked up some manners. Better late than never.
Then what about you, Mighty? What did you see in that trial? What do you feel?
There is no word for fear in the Kremno.
I'm getting the feeling that your language has no words at all.
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial. As well as... my old comrade, Hephaestion, Perdiccas, Ionius, Ptolemy, and Possesta. Ever since I returned from the Sea of Souls, these five have been by my side. We faced life and death together during our days in exile. Those 10 years were arduous, yet filled with moments worth treasuring. Each night, we would gather by the campfire, savoring honey brews and singing our hearts out. The wind in the wilds of Amphorius smelled like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about adding goat milk to the honey brew, claiming I ruined the blood-red color of the drink.
No.
He had a scrawny figure, but was a relentless force on the battlefield, dispatching foes without so much as a blink. Perdiccas was an expert in concocting medicines, delving into all those strange folk remedies. Ionius was a swift runner, and our most reliable messenger. Ptolemy was a real bookworm, always spouting off in chapters and verses. When we left Kremnos, he made off with a stack of ancient tomes from the Grand Library. Not like it mattered, as my family owns the library. And then there was Possesta. He was the silent type, but a truly masterful musician.
This is the first time I've heard you mention these five. And their names.
They died on the battlefield before the Kremnoan detachment managed to join Akuma. Perdiccas was the first to go. He was shot in the stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Ladon in the second month of cultivation. In the end, his remedies mended all but himself.
Mightymouse, do not mourn. I have achieved honor by bestowing a noble death upon the enemy.
Leonius died in the 5th winter. Idonia's snowstorm lasted 3 full months. On the night of the fiercest storm, our foes launched their assault.
Idonia? Is that the city Castorus used to live in?
Yes. Deimos zealots were as fearless as Kremnoans in the face of death, but they lacked respect for honor. They cornered us in a bottomless swamp. Leonius covered for our retreat. They cut his legs off.
This is perfect. Mighty Most, I can finally deliver the news of you ascending the throne to the Netherrealm.
20 dusks later, we finally breached the walls of Idonia and entertained the usurper's plea for peace. However, the rebels refused to surrender and set up an ambush within the city. Ptolemy and his cavalry met their end before they could even relish our triumph. Those obelisks that collapsed after being set on fire became their final resting place.
My Deimos, please tell my family. It was not cunning schemes that vanquished Ptolemy, but the immense weight of Amphorius' entire history.
Then, it was Pacesta. He lured the enemies into the city of Aenionis with his melodies, buying us invaluable time. Our enemies, consumed by indignation when they discovered the trick, set the entire city and my soldiers on fire. His final words were recorded on a small clay tablet, fractured by the flames.
My Deimos, don the crown.
And at last, my most trusted friend, Hephaestion. He was supposed to stand by my side through it all. But a sudden relapse of his illness hit him on the eve of my duel against my father. He hid his condition from me. By the time I returned victorious, he had but a breath left in him.
A Kremnoan, dying on a sickbed. I would be a laughingstock to everyone.
Hephaestion, my dear friend, spare your strength. I'll go get a physician.
No need. Even if Perdiccas were here, he couldn't stop destiny from taking me away.
No! None can take you away.
My Deimos, our king, do not shed tears for me. It's not befitting of your status. Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
No, bro. What?
What a grave trial indeed. Now I understand why you see immortality as a defect, or even a curse.
My father threw me into the Sea of Souls to break the wheel of karma. But little did he realize it would grant me an immortal body and summon a fated revenge on his head. Following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland. Kremnos had already turned it into a wasteland. Only darkness and insanity thrived there, against the dissent of many, Krateros included. I made the Kremnoan detachment stay in Akama. But I know that their glory will never be doused out. The instant of strife shall inevitably arrive.
If you take over Nikedor, then you must begin the journey back to your homeland. So, you hesitate because you think leaving your people in the Holy City is a better choice?
I don't know, but I have never been crowned. Those 5 were never endowed with any titles. None is aware of their glory.
Your predicament is truly I don't know how I can give you any useful advice. Maybe you could seek counsel from more peoples, such as the Grand Craftsman. Cartonis' peoples seem to have been through comparable dilemmas. And that teacher of yours, Krateros?
Dee, we've got a big problem! Big problem!
Lady Triby, what's making you so flustered?
Hurry up and go save Trinan! She got abducted by Krateros!
Huh? This guy.
Krateros! What's going on?
Mighty It seems I was the one who exposed my vulnerabilities first.
Aglaya, I demand an explanation.
This man abducted Trinan by force, and forced her to bring him to the Vortex of Genesis. He then brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury, and naturally, failed.
She telling the truth? Why did you do that?
Because I don't want to wait anymore. Your hesitation made me desperate. If you want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually stand up and fill in the gap left by strife. Then they will...
Age has blinded you, teacher. Can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness seared into your blood?
Krateros, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the trial? To blaspheme against the prophecy? Does the mission we Chrysos heirs bear seem like child's play to you?
Do you know how the Kremnoans see you, Aglaya? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis and the flame-chased journey are just excuses for you to seize power.
Silence, Krateros. Do you even know what you're saying?
Are you defending this woman, Mighty Mos? How many wars did people start because of her and her so-called prophecy? How many cities fell in the past millennium? Their people massacring each other.
But as long as peace is maintained, it's alright, right? It doesn't matter. Peace needs to be restored.
Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnoans in that new world?
Are you done talking? By agreement between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the Vortex of Genesis need not be tried by the Council. I am allowed to pass judgment alone, Krateros. Your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you.
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal! Someone has to resolve this conflict between the city. Lord Krateros did not use violence to harm us. We can please Aglaya.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry, Lord Krateros. We were so preoccupied. We wish to earn your trust, and those of the Kremnoans.
How are you going to show me?
You've heard about that Outlander, right? She has somehow made a connection with Orynyx, and can completely replicate scenes from the past. We will ask for her aid. Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate in the Temple of Yanisopolis, we will show you everything from that distant memory, Krateros.
A fair proposal. I accept.
Until then, you will be stripped of your freedom. That is my one condition, and I will brook no argument.
It is not the first time I've been made someone else's prisoner.
He is not your prisoner. You did it to yourself. You are the prisoner of your own self.
Prisoner. Do as you please, demigod.
Teacher. Why did you do this?
Forgive me, young master. But I just cannot wait any longer. Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for a day to revive Kremnos. We placed all of our hopes in you, but never received an answer.
He's too broken. He lost 5 of his friends who had been with the journey for 10 years. And the last one just died in front of him when he reached it. You think he had the resolve to do it? No!
This obsession for returning home has become a sickness for our people. Wise as you are, I refuse to believe that you can't see the truth.
You have a clear head, which is why you're also incomparably alone. A smart person can only choose to tangle himself with the mundane. If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood, just as you did back then.
fierce fighter. I did not expect such heroism from a feeble Acheron. Fulfill your duty as the victor, warrior, and tell me your name. I seek an honorable death from you.
As if you have any honor! Listen closely. I am the leader of the Kremnoan detachment, Mightymost. I'm here to finish you, father.
It is you, the beast spurned by all. So you did defy death. The prophecy was true. You will bring an end to my Kremnoan dynasty.
Defy? You're wrong. Death fears me. It's the reason I have this body of steel. As for you, you already stand at death's door, father. You were the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls. The one who tried in vain to enslave a Titan. And the one who desecrated the body of a god. Hyrule! You're a weak king. So weak that even the lowliest hyena is a more noble existence than you.
Then swing your blade. Take my crown. Coronate yourself with an old king's blood and inherit it all. Become the new rightful king of Kremnos.
No. I don't want the crown. Listen. There's only one end for the kings of Kremnos. Then the crown means nothing to me. All I want is your life. To avenge Mother and my comrades.
But the walls of Kremnos will not fall with me. Do you? You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear. Now, kill me! The son of Borgo is destined to be crowned in blood!
Kratoros. He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonus might have some suggestions. Grand Craftsman, how have you been?
King of Kremnos it is. That you would come, I knew.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward you seek. Many questions you have. But before that, take this.
What's this?
A signet ring. For the King of Kremnos. Belonged to your mother. Recast and restore it. I did.
What? Mother threw it into the Sea of Souls.
A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were.
I can hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Souls. I owe you one.
Gratitude there is no need for. Repayment for saving me, this is. Questions you bring with you.
Fate I've always denied. It's fun. By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority.
Yet hesitate still, you do.
Because of my people. Be they men, women, the elderly, or children. Hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting for this day. For the day their king returns. Children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions in song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle.
This is not a good thing, you believe.
The Kremnoans have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past 1,000 years. They seek vengeance, start wars, become prosperous, and decline. How much innocent blood flowed into the River of Souls in all those years? How many needless sacrifices could we have avoided? I accept that fate and become the totem of strife, that lead my people into repeating the same mistakes, then of course I would be terrified. I'd be terrified of becoming king.
A different kind of Kremnoan you truly are.
Mama! Mama!
Oh. Now what did you dream about, my darling Trebios?
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah! The ocean and the sky were the ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers. There were bleating sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be their guests. There were so many animals on the island, but none of them ever fought.
Yanis's holy maidens can receive guidance from the God of Passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in What's wrong, Trebios? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw the mountain looked alive. And then there was a Mama, does something that scary...
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphorius. But we call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into its food. Can't we chase it away?
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper holy maiden. The divine Yanis will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden. But Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow up Titans too. What do we do if even Yanis is eaten?
If that happens, then the Holy Maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the God of Passages.
Yeah!
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
Mama? Am I dreaming?
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too. Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl. I'm sure they remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away. I don't remember. Who am I looking for?
Your friends, who will chase the Black Tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this... Use this...
There will be an amazing...
Wow, that's
Of course you can. I think that person lives in a beautiful temple that sits atop a hillside. There's a noble girl there who's...
Just like Mama?
Perhaps. But before we find the
Let me... I know! I named this doll... after myself? I don't remember it all. Bad chest! You can't lock me away! Huh? What? It's holding a... sword. Why?
Many years later, Many brave warriors will...
Ooh, I can learn how to fight too, and...
Silly girl. You're Yanisopoulos' holy maiden.
Alright, then...
I believe one warrior hail...
In that case, let Trianne fight by their side. This way, they'll always stay on course. How could I have known the name Trianne back then? Was it just a coincidence, or... Learning can...
When navigating at sea, you need...
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like...
Alright, even though...
Cersei's also...
I want to be a teacher. And... Trinan can... Mama and the others, though.
Come, let's line them up. Now, Trevios, set them on this music box, and...
Music box?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from...
I... invented...
Oh, my lovely treat. Well, you might as well see for...
Put the dolls on. It's rotating.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play beautiful. Out of all your inventions, this one is my favorite.
I don't...
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune, and it will happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. Giant 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephale, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blood spills unto the land, converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
What's going on?
Oh, Yanis, please lend me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close, on the bloodied earth, the living dead, but ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fates. What is the start? A voyage born in solitude. What is the end? The spirit, lonely and subdued. Lonely and subdued. And subdued. And subdued. 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 Run! Trevios, run! The black tide has arrived!
Where can I go? What's this? Why? Why are there souls everywhere?
This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the end. Only one person can.
I know! It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Go. Bid your farewells, Trevios. Time is running out.
Mama, are you going to leave me?
My sweet girl, will never but remember this, Trevios. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphorius. I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trevios.
Mama! Are we still in a dream?
Did you have a nightmare?
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any dream.
It's not yet the entry hour. It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan. And you as well. If you want, I can pass through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Yes, do that.
Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now. Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing.
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body. There isn't much time left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child.
You have a point, Aggie, but
I believe there's still another way.
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, and its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying how we are fragmented into numerous selves, we can choose how our branches will perish.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away before me is even more sorrowful.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us.
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like. What? What?
After all this talking, do you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night.
While my emotions might be fading, those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine! Leave it to us.
In that case, thank you.
And see you tomorrow, Aggie. Nevertheless, just as expected, another trip must be made into the abyss of fate. Hopefully Orynyx will be...
Well, the trivia story.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Oh, it's you.
No way. Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true. I'm here to seek enlightenment, as always. Could you please teach me everything you know about the black-robed swordmaster?
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped like a twisted half-sun, and a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon. By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
Oh, I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched Aedes Elysiae to the ground. And killed everyone.
Don't try to be a hero. No one in Akama stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Amphorius?
It's possible. Much like the Black Tide, no?
Nonetheless, it's an enemy we must overcome.
We? Drop the pipe dream, Phynon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade.
His mere presence will endanger the Holy City and the Flame Chase.
You know that I don't believe...
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy. I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of Aglaya or Trevi. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again.
Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking him, I suppose I can tell you one more.
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering what happened to the Grove monster in the black cloak. So scary. Everyone in danger. Nightmare. I can't forget it. Don't be scared. Trian threw it away. Far, far away. It's never coming back. We got back safe from the Grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the Flame Chase journey can continue. Sorry. Trian feels... a bit... dizzy. Why are we... here again? For the same thing. First, we need to restore the since Yanis caused the fragmentation. We can only turn to an... Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the Lucid Hour tomorrow. Oh, yes! Oh, on that note, saffron? Huh, it's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You think we shouldn't go to Orynyx empty-handed? Yes, it's also a... And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her. I see! It's like killing... But it all depends... This... After all, it was... We will have to give it a try. Leave it to Trian. In any case, I remember that aged... Let's be on the lookout as we go.
It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
What? Aggie? Wow, this room is huge. Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. What are you two whispering about? Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar. Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there. Over here. Follow Trian. Trian, slow down.
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
Right here! Sweet. Wait. Isn't... Could it be... Is it... But why Orynyx has the... Come on. This isn't the right time to be playing games.
Separation and death, reconciliation doesn't come easily for mortals.
Treevee! What? Huh? I swear, Trinan, we were just what you saw. Okay. Could Orynyx something? What do you mean? It is Orynyx? Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Orynyx. Whoa, Treevee, Trinan, look at this! So cool! It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this? What's going on? Orynyx disappeared?
Are you saying...
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar, ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesize that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Circes inside me.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames.
Maybe those species unlock in the
Not
Genesis
necessarily.
of...
Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets.
You,
The first target
Trian,
is
and
me.
Aggie.
The second target is Orynyx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akama and the vortex of Genesis,
I see.
where the core flames are housed. But I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored?
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila, can you fly?
No, I can't. Why are you asking that?
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses and...
Bad news. Pinon. Treevee missing. The last time the 3 of them were seen was in the Abyss of Fate. I'm scared of the cliffhanger.
Are you in here? No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog? Or...
They went into hiding.
Treevee, we should leave. This temple has other people in it. What? Oh. Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Treevee, Trinan, come check this out. What's this? Trian feels like it's so familiar.
No. You.
See you tomorrow.
Oh.
Where am I? Little Gray? Snowy? And... Wait... Where's Trianne? Is she back?
We only saw the two of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trianne.
What about the black-robed sword?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Oryx.
Then Lady Trianne...
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into two groups. One group the other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the... I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide. So we've made preparation. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry.
Ah! Lord Finan! Ah, Lady Treby and Lady Trinan. I'm glad you're all right.
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Finan, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain.
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting alone. If that Swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide, the Chrysos heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. And lead all...
Trinan will stay in the Abyss too. That way...
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
We're back, Aglaya.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Welcome as...
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
Yes. Just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss. So he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core flame?
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side. She is the key.
Huh?
We need your other companion too.
Ma'am, do you mean... me?
I see. Finan, that battlefield you mentioned, is it Castrum Krymnos?
Yes. I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with her companion during the battle with Nikador, and how they awakened Castrum Kremnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our enemy inside. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Or it's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little...
Oh, come on!
Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treeby went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove, and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear she'll make her move before the next assembly of the citizens.
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness, and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity is something we'll have to deal with eventually. But that's a problem for another day. I've sent Castorus ahead to the Council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Finan, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go, and retrieve the core flame. And in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Count.
Of course. You may count on me to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but Arkema is currently beset by enemies from within and without. The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I should... Of course. Should you feel fatigued after our confrontation with the Flame Reaver, you are free to withdraw from the battlefield. We will find another way. We are grateful to you for your aid. And to the rest of you as well. Now, let us be off to begin the hunt. May carefully sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy.
You mean Mighty? He's dealing with a different problem. Don't worry. That man would never miss out on it.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
You and I, we're both...
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be...
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
No, just the opposite. You can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go our separate way. Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, he spied a battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions. And they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, he learned a shocking piece of news. The Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring...
Let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Geocles both angry and sad. But he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy.
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Geocles did. He took the mountain dwellers' store of gemstones and traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to that great fire marked the...
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune. They
were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably... But that is Geocles for you. It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes. And then forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akama soon to fight the great darkness of this world. And to shoulder Nikador's destiny. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, that I stand opposed to the flame chase, remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra. That's my weak spot. And the only way to kill me.
You have my word.
Go now. Battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. If you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky. Loudly call out the name of the new god.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus Professor Anaxa can Let's hurry. The battlefield is just ahead. No way. A Kremnoan? I didn't think she'd managed to send the Kremnoans to assist. Brave warrior.
Then Ackerman?
What? Didn't Aglaia
Aglaia... Our king...
The Krem rest in peace. Did they come to fight on their own accord? We're almost there.
Yep, it seems like the swordman is there. But I'm so sorry. I have to put you on a cliffhanger because well, that's gonna do for this episode. I apologize for the sudden thing, but I have some urgent matters to attend to, so yeah. Next time, we will fight the Black-Hooded Swordsman and obtain the core flame of Ionix. And maybe Reason as well. Without further ado, I'll see you guys next time on Honkai Star Wars.